YouTube is showing up. Hi, hello YouTube. I think we're live. Hi YouTube. Good to see you. Welcome in. Say hi YouTube. Welcome to Sanrio chat, where Lyra talks about how much she loves Hanamaruobake because she loves Hanamaruobake. And we'll look at the Sanrio characters because I love Sanrio characters. And by Sanrio characters, I mean Hanamaruobake, and that's pretty much it. To give my full history, to be honest, was not much of a Sanrio person growing up. I knew about it. I liked Hello Kitty. I remembered the Hello Kitty cartoon when I was really young. There actually was like an anime, and then it got translated to English, and there was a DVD series. I had the DVD series. I don't remember a lot from it. It had a cute opening, and there was one episode in particular where... What is going on with my hair today? That's weird. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Wait. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my own hair. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Sorry, I forget how my hair works sometimes. You know, it's just a little windy out here. No, that's not it. Oh my gosh, hi Josh and hi Lyric on YouTube. Anyway, there's a Sanrio Hello Kitty anime. It was pretty good. Hello Pessimistic. It was pretty good. And there was one episode in particular that always stuck with me, where she has a field trip with her classmates to go to a castle. So they all go on this little castle trip, and she takes a nap. She ends up dreaming that she's, like, back in the past. And there's this Prince Hello Kitty character. I don't know if it's the actual Hello Kitty male character. I don't know what his name is. But he shows up, and they have to go through the castle because they're getting attacked. And he bleeds. He gets attacked, and he has blood on him. And little Lyra, when she was like 5 years old or whatever, I don't know when the thing came out. I saw it, I was like, I actually don't even know if I saw it when it came out. It might have been like out for a decade and I just didn't know. But I saw a beloved childhood character have blood on them. I don't even think, are there any Disney movies where you see blood? Like old, like Renaissance? I can't remember. Like, not Snow White. Not in Cinderella. I don't remember. Daniel? It might have been Daniel. I don't remember. I only remembered it, like, years later. I don't know what it was, but there was something that triggered the memory in my brain, and it suddenly showed up. I was like, wait a minute, was this real or did I hallucinate it? I looked it up, Reddit said it was real, I said, okay. And then I never watched it again. But I remember it being really good. And now, years later, after seeing Hello Kitty bleed, I now am holding a little Hanamaruobake in my little hands. Lots of guns, and they say that word. That's true, they do say that in Pinocchio. But it's meant as like a double entendre, right? If I remember correctly. But then they take it out of the live action in Disney because Disney's cowards. And that's why the one by Guillermo del Toro is way better. Old Disney movies, there's also a lot of child characters getting drunk. Well, that was a different time period for sure. I understand maybe that part. Maybe they were just really excited because abolition had ended. I don't know exactly when was Disney Studio founded in relation? Maybe Walt Disney was just really excited to get drunk again and he wanted everyone to be happy about it. It's like how maybe he was advertising to the kids, because I remember I was what was it? I was watching an anime with my OG art mama, with Blue Mama, and it's currently airing. It's called Botan Kamina Fully Blossoms with Alcohol or something. It's spoiler warning. It's really, really bad. The whole premise is there is this college girl and she has an RA who drinks alone, and the only reason she drinks alone is because she hiccups a lot when she gets drunk. Like, if she drinks anything, she just starts hiccuping. And she had some traumatic experience where she was at a bar with some people and she was hiccuping. And they're like, you are the most disgusting woman on earth. How unsightly are you? And she's like, I'm just going to kill myself. Is that all it takes, I guess? I wonder. I don't know. I don't drink. But she was so traumatized by this. But then this one first year shows up as like, wow, I think that drink looks so good, that you're so interesting. And then when she has a little bit of it, because it's her first time drinking, she steals this drink from the other student. And she's like, this tastes great. I want to make out with you. I'm actually interested in you, not the drink. And just every time she drinks, she turns into a flirt, and it's something. It is. You could probably call it Yuri. I wouldn't. That is not Riz. That was an HR call, if anything. It was not appealing to me in the slightest. You could call it Yuri. It's definitely Yuri bait, because there's also some other women they live with. The other girl they live with, there's like 4 or 5 of them. We only get introduced to 3 of them, really. The third girl is a master's student, and she smokes. And she just randomly, in their house, just lights one up without thinking. There's no fans going or anything. She just pulls out the cigarette, starts lighting it. She's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. I was smoking. My bad. I just forget these things. And then she's like, no, you look so cool and sexy when you do it. Hi, Dice, welcome in. Hello, May, welcome in. I do understand the appeal of the live smoking gif. I don't have it on Twitch. I only have it on my Discord because formatting is annoying little baby. Like, I get the appeal of smoking on a screen, but if I had a roommate and they just started smoking in the kitchen while I'm there, I'm going to kill them. I will just straight up murder them. I think it's so unattractive in real life. It is not appealing. You smell bad. You look bad. You know it's bad for you. And, like, I get it. It's an addiction, so it's really hard to pull off. And, like, I'm not saying that if you're addicted and you're trying to get off, you're a bad person. And you're not inherently a bad person for smoking. But when I was younger, I had this thing where I would visibly and vocally make sounds of disgust whenever I saw a person smoking. And my parents would get mad at me for it every time. So this is me still retaining some of that inside of me to this day. And now I really like when characters smoke, and it's really bad for me. I can't help who I am. I just know who I am in real life. Once again, like I said, I'm not saying that if you smoke, you're a bad person. But you're better off if you're not smoking. Especially if you have asthma. Oh my gosh. Other thing. Sorry, this was supposed to be the Sanrio bit, but I want to yap for a little bit. I'm not gonna start smoking because I see other characters smoking. I think I'm pretty good on that. I think my mental fortitude is pretty strong in that regard. It's like how everyone around me loves playing gacha games and loves playing League of Legends. I did have a problem with League, but I've never had a problem with gacha. Even though I'm surrounded by it, and society wants to make you feel like everything's a gacha. It's funny how much everything is a gacha anymore, isn't it? Anyway. The other thing. I was talking with people... No, I wasn't talking with people. Thank goodness I wasn't talking with people about this. I was watching the discourse on... on Dispatch. Spoilers for Dispatch, by the way, I guess. It's not even really a spoiler. It's just like a character trait. One of the characters, her name is Invisigal. And her whole ability is when she holds her breath, she goes invisible. If I remember correctly. I didn't play the game. I probably should have, but I already know the whole story at this point, so there's no point. Her whole thing is she has to hold her breath. But she also has asthma. And then you find out she smokes a lot. Some people, when they saw that, they were like, oh, she's... Well, maybe I should start with the reasoning first. The reason she does that thematically and, like, story-wise is because it's supposed to indicate that she has self-destructive habits. She's not being healthy. She does not really care about her personal well-being. She does not like who she is. So for the asthmatic character to smoke, it's supposed to be an instance of her having the not really caring about who she is or caring about what happens to her. You can maybe take that to a more extreme degree. But then I go on Twitter.com, which is already my first mistake. I go on Twitter.com. I see people going on Invisigal, like, hate threads. This is the dumbest woman in the world. Why would she ever do that? She's smoking. She's gonna kill herself. And, like, yes, you are gonna kill yourself if you smoke, but you're not understanding the point. It's about the themes. It's about digging deep and thinking about her critically. I love media analysis. Sorry, I get so frustrated sometimes when people just blindly hate a thing, and you can tell that they don't they didn't try to think about it, and they like think that they're right. That's a very specific combo. They have to think that they're right, they did not think about it, and they're wrong. Like, I can be wrong about something, and I can hate something, and I can recognize that I am not thinking critically. And I will acknowledge when I hate something and I'm not thinking critically. But some people don't. Twitter's allergic to characters. That is part of it. I think the other thing, I've noticed this a lot more recently. A lot more people have been very rage baity on Twitter. Either that or it's the algorithm. I think it's the algorithm specifically. Oh, so hi, KHX. I think people have realized that the algorithm is rewarding people who either look angry, which is very common, it was doing that before, if they look angry, or if they look stupid. If you say something super obvious, for some reason, I keep seeing them get really popular for some reason. I hate it. I hate the obvious stupidity. And the whole point is you're rage baiting people into knowing, like, people who know that you're saying something incorrect. They go in the feed and they're like, you are the dumbest person in the world. This is actually what it is. And then they get points because you're feeding the algorithm and you're rewarding that algorithm bait. And vague tweeting. Oh my gosh, I hate vague tweeting. Vague tweeting makes me so mad, especially when they're like, I can't believe she did that. And for some of them, it's not even their fault. It's not their fault, because I'll go into some of those tweets and they're like, hey, this was meant for 5 people. I don't know how it got out of that field. And I probably understand most of them. Some of them, they might just be saying that because they're like, oh, teehee, I just thought it would stay with my 5 friends after I say something really insidious and mean. No, stop it. No. For a lot of them, I think it is genuinely, they did not think it would extend past their usual. And the algorithm just picked it up. But it's frustrating the algorithm picks it up like that in the first place. And the fact you see it so often on the feed makes me think that it's more of a strategy. The only other thing that I can think of that annoys me, that's not really a strategy, but it actually makes me really mad. This is so dumb. I've been like stewing on this for a while. This is my little like conspiracy theory about Twitter posters. There's a very specific thing that I'll see some of these engagement baits do. If you do an ellipsis, right? You know, like ... That's 3 dots. If you're ending a sentence, it's 1 dot. I've recently been seeing a trend where they'll specifically say, do you realize what this means? ... They have 2 dots. It's always 2 dots. And then they end every sentence with 2 dots, and then it's a new line. I have been seeing this so much lately. I literally had to mute it. See, you're doing that now, that's fine, but it's always the same format of they'll quote retweet something. Do you realize what this means? ... I think it's an actual account. Like, I think it's... I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's like a specific like algorithm thing. I don't know if it's like a cultural thing. Maybe like there's a very specific place that does it. Like maybe because May does it. Maybe it's like common in a specific region. I don't know. I hate it though. It makes me so mad. I don't know why it makes me so frustrated. But it kills me. I think because I kept seeing it so often because I could see that it's trying to make me engage. I don't know if maybe the 2 dots makes me want to engage more, but it's working. The rage bait is working, and they're probably not even meaning to be rage bait. I love Hanamaruobake. This is a stream where I talk about Hanamaruobake. I love Hanamaruobake so much. Look at this very beautiful baby in my arms right now. Is she not the cutest little ghost in the world? Did you know that Hanamaruobake's whole purpose in life is to support you while you work hard? And you don't rage bait people on Twitter.com? Because that's not hard work. It's actually quite easy to rage bait me, so I imagine it's even easier to rage bait other people. Now you're all gonna use the double dots, and you're just gonna make me mad the rest of the stream. I see how it is. I get it. I understand. I shouldn't have told you. I just needed to get it out there because it's been bothering me for months at this point. Although I did only just mute it like a week or two ago because I was getting sick of it. Anyway. Do you have a Hanamaruobake plush? I mean, I have the one right here in front of me. I actually, this is very sweet. I have not taken a photo of it yet. Someone got me a Hanamaruobake plush recently. They got it for me after going on a trip, and she's currently sitting on my desk in front of me, watching me while I work. She's been very cute. I love her a lot. Apparently it was really, really hard to find her too, which I thought was really sad. Part of the reason I wanted to vote for her and wanted to support her is because there's not a lot of merch for her. Like, if you go on the American website for Sanrio merch, she doesn't have a lot. It all seems to be from one collection, and it's just, like, about eating, I think. It's about fruit. I don't remember exactly, but it's not a lot. Meanwhile, you'll see characters who are way down on the popularity vote, and they have a lot. So that makes me sad. So I wanted her to get more merch, because I want more merch. Because all of her merch is really cute. And she's really cute, and I love her. And I want her to be happy. That's all I want for her. And I want her to know that she is supported and loved as much as she supports and loves you. Not me. You. Look at her. Oh, whoa. You don't need to get that big. Look at her. Look at her. Look into her big old eyes. Look how much she loves you. Is that not the face of love? Look at her. My baby. My little baby. You don't want to look? Well, she wants to look at you. Look at her. Look into her big eyes and say you love her. Say it! See? Satojo is saying hello. Hello! Welcome in. Say you love her. I'm sure she appreciates your support for her. No, you're supposed to say that you love her. You love her? Thank you, Mayray. Mayray, did you know that I voted for Kirimi-chan for you? I'd only voted for her for you. I want you to know that. Afraid of babies? She is a baby, isn't she? Babies are kind of scary. I get it. Babies don't like me, though. That's the thing that gets me. Wait. I don't think I told you guys this. Wait. Did you guys? I don't think I told you. Let me adjust my position. Okay. Okay. Wait. This is very important. Okay. If you've been here a while, you know. I've talked about this before. Babies and young children do not like me. I don't know what it is. There's something about me, my face, I guess. Or maybe like there's some curse upon me. I think it is genuinely, I have some curse. I have cursed with many things. I think one of those curses is actually just like, young children hate you. I don't get it. It happens so consistently to only me that I think it must be me. A curse, specifically. I went out the other day, and I was wearing, like, my cute little tiger hat I got from Omona. I have a lot of cute Omona merch. I like Omona, which is a really good brand. You should look it up. I went out with my little hat. I went out with my little fish bag. I love my fish bag a lot. And I was just chilling, and I look up, and there's this little baby, and she looked so happy to see me. And she came up, and we were hanging out for a little bit. She was so sweet. And she just wanted to hang out and say hi. We didn't really talk that much. She was just like, hi. Oh my gosh. It's been years. It took years for a baby to finally like me. But we maybe are coming back from the curse. I finally got one kid to not hate the sight of me. Maybe nature is healing. But that made me really happy. And I thought you guys should know that if children are scared of you, one day they may not be. This is a success story. Maybe, again, well, maybe it's also the fish bag. Maybe this is an endorsement for, you know, Omona merch. If you don't want a baby to hate you, get the fish bag. The fish bag is really good. Literally make my day, right? It's so nice when people, like, admire you or talk to you or compliment you. I've been trying to do that a lot more lately. It's easier with women, so I've only mainly been doing it with women. But you guys, if you're a guy, you can do this with guys very easily. If you see someone, you're like, I like that one specific piece of clothing they're wearing, tell them that. You just be like, hey, I love your shirt, and then you move on with your day. It's really nice. It makes people happy. I like seeing people happy, and it really helps when I'm socially anxious and I don't like talking to people, but I also love humanity, so I could be like, I can make one person's day a little brighter by saying how much I love their nails or I love their shirt. I like doing that. You guys should do that too. If there's one thing I can do, would not know how to answer to a compliment. Oh, I can help you with this. It's very easy, very simple. All you have to do is say, thank you. Hopefully, they don't try to continue the conversation. As someone who is not really good with social conversations, you just say, oh my gosh, thank you. You can just leave it there. If you want to try to like further the conversation and they seem like they want to do a further conversation, you could be like, thank you, I got it from blank. Or you could say, thank you, isn't this trait about it really nice? That's what I do. Not that I get complimented a lot. But if I did get complimented, that's what I would do. Social Lessons with the Socially Anxious, a series. That's just how I feel about it, though. Maybe I'm not the #1 expert to say about that. You could also follow May's response. I think May is much more socially well-adjusted than I am. May's version is to say, thanks, and then you cry. So if you think that method might work better for you, you might want to try that one, too. Hi! I love your name. Hi, Shucks. I love your name so much. You didn't come off as socially anxious when we met. May, I could not look you in the eye. Did I look you in the eye once the entire time we were together? That's not true. It is true. I literally talked about this. I could not look you in the eye. Hi, Mode. Oh my gosh, everyone's here today. Are you all Sanrio fans? Wait, who's your favorite Sanrio character? Go. I want to know. I want to know. Oh my gosh, wait, hi, Salty. Everyone's here. Hello, my sibling. Oh, for people who don't know, I've recently gotten connected with a bunch of my siblings from my Ada Mihan mama. Salty, I think it was Salty that reached out, actually. And I've gotten to see some more of my siblings. It's really cool and awesome. It's so nice to see my family. I have a family. I have many family. But that's one of my family. Hi, I hope you're doing well. I know Maze is Kirimi-chan. I'm trying to think who else I know off the top of my head. There was someone who really likes Pompompurin, I think. I don't remember. I'm a Hanamaru girl. I will always stand my #1 Hanamaru. I also liked... Who did I like? I mean, I guess I could show you. I was so prepared for today. I set up the whole thing, and then I just wanted to hang out here the whole time. Let's go. I'm going to show you guys the website really quickly. Boop! Hi, welcome to the site. If you did not vote, that's okay. I understand. Next year, I'll do a much bigger election campaign, hopefully. Welcome to my lovely, lovely home. This is every single character that Sanrio lets you vote for in the great character election of 2026. I don't know if there were more or there were less. I don't know. It's not okay. I mean, it's still a little too late to vote. But next year, you will vote. Right? There was a moment, that is true, there was a moment where I threatened to ban people from my server if they did not vote for Hanamaruobake. I got better, though. I got better. That was not good of me. I'm sorry. I would like to formally apologize on my platform. That was not very chill, awesome of me. Also, hi TA on the YouTube side. Hello, YouTube. I don't know if I said it fully. Hello, YouTube, but hello, VOD gang. Hi, YouTube. Power tripping. I do let it get to me sometimes. There is something about owning a Discord server that gives me a trip. But I like having people hang out with me. That's all. I just want people to hang out and get to know each other, or, you know, I'm gonna drink some water. I'm not banning people for their They can vote for other people. I mean, they could. I would prefer they'd not vote for Cinnamaroll. That's my only like caveat. Is like you can vote for literally anyone else. If you vote for Cinnamaroll and only Cinnamaroll, I think you're kind of boring. That's really mean of me. I know that's mean of me to say. I know that's problematic. I don't want to get canceled for it. I'm just putting it out there. I just think it's a basic answer. I think it's cool if you like... I think it's okay if you like the dog that's LARPing as a rabbit. Because it is a dog. It is not a rabbit. We can talk about it. It's a white puppy. My big's head's in the way. There you go. Maybe that's a little bit easier. I don't even know if you can read that. Yes, see, that's the problem. It's the first thing it does ever to you. The first time you meet it, all it does is lie. It is not a rabbit. It is a dog. It is a LARPing dog. The top 3 every single year are dogs. And I'm sick of it, to be honest. I would rather see someone new in the field. I would like to see... I wouldn't even care if it's like the humans. I don't even care about the humans. But I would be okay if they won. It's better than the dogs. I say as a dog lover. But especially, I just... Cinnamaroll did nothing wrong. The fans of Cinnamaroll, however... I don't know. I've also seen... I feel like... This is so bad. I feel like Cinnamaroll hater or lovers... I feel like they're a little toxic. And like, I know that's not true. I know there's really, really nice people who love Cinnamaroll. I get it. I know. But... I don't know. There's just something about it. When I see a Cinnamaroll fan, I think it's a mean girl. I can't tell you why. I couldn't tell you. As someone who doesn't know anything about these characters, the passion people have, there's just something about the fact that you have to rank them. Because it's a ranking, which means that whatever is on top is the best one. Also, thank you, bye for the lurk. Have fun. Bye. I think if there was no character ranking, it'd be fine. It wouldn't be a big deal. Everyone would love their character, and that's fine. But now the dogs are in the lead, and I want the dogs off the stage. But also, I did vote for Pompompurin. I am coming out in full support of Pompompurin this year. I did, in fact, vote for Pompompurin a significant amount of the days required. I did not vote every day, I think, but I definitely voted for this one because I saw in the interim results that Cinnamaroll was back on number 1, and I got scared. So I started voting for Pompompurin as the safe option. And also because I didn't want to see Cinnamaroll. I did also vote for Pochiko, or as I like to call him, Snoopy in Japan. That is to say, I also really do love Snoopy. I mean, Pochiko. What a slip of the tongue. I love Pochiko. Really cute. I think he's a silly little guy. It even has it in his thing. He's a curious and clumsy little guy. And he loves going on walks. He's as tall as 4 cups of his favorite banana ice cream. How could you not vote for that? Oh my gosh, my baby. I did also vote for Pochiko. I did not vote for Cinnamaroll. Then, of course, you do have the normals like Kuromi and Hello Kitty and My Melody. This one surprised me, though. I feel like I do not see... Does anyone remember these guys? I don't remember them. Ever. Were they like in a piece... Are they just popular in Japan or something? I don't know, but they're like 7th place. This is also last year's results, by the way. This is not like this year's results. Yes, I voted for 2 of the dogs because anything's better than Cinnamaroll winning. In my humble opinion. In my opinion, that's not fact. You do not need to take it as fact. I just really don't want Cinnamaroll to win. Hi, Q. These are the ice climbers. Oh, yeah, the ice climbers. Yes, that's definitely what they are. Yep. I understand now. That's this year's results? No, it is the voting for the year 2026. It is not the actual results of 2026. The actual results of 2026 don't come out until July, if I remember correctly. Which is crazy. That's a long time to vote, or to pick votes. Let me go back. I want to make sure. Oh, June 28th. That's basically July. Here's what the interim results looked like, so you can see. Oh, they changed. Or was it... Wait. Was it initial results where Cinnamaroll was first? Yeah, initial results, Cinnamaroll was first, and that had to change. So this is like right after voting started. This is what they saw as like the number, or the top 11, I guess. I also don't know what this position is here. I guess this is the shout out position. I don't know. Very cute though, little forest fellow. It is in fact just a little forest fellow to me. And then there's my little baby, my little number 1, Hanamaruobake, who last year was number 12, and then they hit number 9 in the initial results. But then we get to the interim results, and somehow they dropped to 14th place. And I can't tell you why that happened, because I was voting in the fields every day. I was on the war front, but somehow we dropped. And you know who came up? Actually, I don't really hate any of these, to be honest. They're all okay. But they're not Hanamaru! So I hope you guys all voted. I hope you voted, and then we're back in top 10. Because I just wanted top 10. That's all I wanted this year. It was top 10. I wasn't gonna shoot for a pipe dream. It was very realistic to get top 10. Yeah, Tuxedo Sam is in 11th. I'm happy for you. So happy. Great. Someone asked who the bottom position was. That was someone I also voted for. That was Kingyo do Honpo. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna be completely honest. I only voted for this because it was at the bottom. And maybe that's a little mean, but also it's really cute. I just thought it was cute. At the Japanese-style good shop, Kingyo do Honpo, the little goldfish Kingyo is the shyest. It's a goldfish! She loves to hide behind water plants whenever she feels bashful, and she chatters away in her own goldfish language. Never mind, she's my number one. I mean, Hanamaru's my number one, but like this one's my number two. This is my little baby. My little number one. But Kingyo is also cute. She just is trying her best. She's shy like me. I get it. Whoa. You want to see number 57? We'll get there. Who else do I vote for? Hanamaru. I know there was one particular VTuber who had a very successful campaign to get Kogimun up. I think she ended up pretty high. I think she ended up in top 10 in the interim. If you don't know Phoebe of densetsu.exe, she had a very successful campaign, I think, to get more eyes on her little baby. This is a flour fairy. That's Flour. I think she just wants to help you make bread. I do not remember for sure. Oh, flower nymph. Sorry. She dreams of being a rice ball. I have bad news about what rice is made, or what a rice ball is made of. She did get that bread. She is very cute. I will give her that. But she's not Hanamaruobake. I did, of course, also vote for Kero Kero because, you know, I was a frog. But Kero Kero is also very cute. Keropi is cute. Made of rice flour. I thought... maybe I'm thinking of a different kind of rice ball. I'm thinking like onigiri. You can't really make onigiri with rice flour, right? You have to use it with like actual rice. Does kero mean frog? No. Kero kero is the onomatopoeia for what a frog sounds like in Japanese. So like in English it'd be ribbit. Theirs is kero kero. I don't know any other. What does a frog sound like in other languages? I guess we'll never know. Who else did I vote for? There's Kirimi-chan. There's May's number one. If you don't know, Kirimi-chan's whole purpose in life is to get eaten. And then when she gets eaten, her soul transfers to the next piece of fish and she longs to be eaten again. I don't want to dissect that too much. I didn't realize there was basically a Hello Kitty that was just a straight up cat. I kind of like this. I like that they're just giving a cat a role in this. Is Kirimi-chan a steak? No, Kirimi-chan is a fish fillet. I don't know if it's salmon specifically. Oh no, just a slice of fish. Yeah. So if you want to vote for a fish, that was Kirimi-chan. That is Meirei's favorite. Probably because she is a manta ray and they eat fish. Do manta rays eat fish? I forget. I don't remember. Let's see. There's Daniel. I may or may not have seen him bleed in a past life. Just saying the missing members of May's group. Oh, they don't? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I feel like I need to vote for the one that's just a cheeseburger. Oh, yes, there is also a cheeseburger. I didn't see that one until today when I was looking through it really quickly. Also, if you know Ado the singer, Ado apparently has a Hello Kitty character. I don't know why, but good for her. That must be like a lifelong goal achieved. Huh. I remember seeing one of my moots on Twitter voting for this one because they really like Ado. And I get it. But I did not vote for them. You saw Daniel bleed? Yes, I did see Dear Daniel bleed. I watched an anime where he bled. He's her boyfriend? Hello Kitty has a boyfriend? What? This is life-changing news. I thought she was single forever because she's just a cat. Okay, Hello Kitty. Dear Daniel's a sensitive guy and finds wonder in even the smallest things. Dear Daniel went to Africa with his father, who is a photographer, but came back from New York to the town where Hello Kitty lives after traveling the world. Aww, she's got a cute boyfriend. Good for her. I also like this one. I just like that he's a little guy. His name's Mina no Tabo. Mina no Tabo. I don't know how you actually say that one. She's not a cat, at least according to that one weird thing Sanrio said. What does it say? Well, what does it say here? It just says a bright little girl. As tall as 5 apples. How tall are 5 apples? Can someone check? Why does she look like a cat if she's just a girl? She loves to bake. Dreams of one day becoming a pianist or even a poet. Aww. I don't remember this from the anime at all. Depends on the apples. I guess that's true. I assume regular size apples. Or like non-minis, because I know mini apples are a thing. I also voted for this guy. I saw him recommended to me because I voted for Hanamaruobake. Look at him. He's a polar bear. He's a little baby. His name's Poe. He has a part-time job at a public bath. Isn't he cute? I thought he was so fluffy. I just want to take his little cheeks and I want to shake him violently, you know? I just want to do that, you know? And maybe eat him. Very normal, just very normal thoughts about him. He looks very, very chewable. I think he's really cute. I love him. Who else? Gretzko was on here, which I thought was kind of funny. Why is there an army of children? Why are there babies? Instead of a cat, Hello Kitty, specifically a London school kid. She's British? Oh no. Not the British. I'm trying to... I feel like in the anime I watched she was American though. There's some contingency problems. Or continuancy? What do you call it? What is it when it's like... Continuity problems. That's the word I was looking for. Hello Kitty. My favorite Hello Kitty and Dear Daniel. Or Nyanyi. Oh, it's a pun on the vowels. It's Nyanyi Nyanyo. You know, like nya. I don't get the appeal for this one outside of that. This is also, I need to specify, this is how the character ranking ended up last year. So some people were voting for these. Not to hate on them, but like, who's voting for Nyanyi Nyanyo? More people. Why are there just random people in my Sanrio? I can't help it. If I see a cute baby, I gotta vote for the cute baby. Look at this. He's a little prince. He loves company. He's just a little baby. He's little. I want to hold him and I just want to, you know. But I don't want to eat him. I just kind of want to squeeze him really tight until he explodes. I think that's a very normal feeling, right? You guys see it too, right? Anyway, I think that's all the ones I actually voted. Is that a tooth? It's a tooth? The teeth in Haguraman style work hard in people's mouths to make the world go around. They support mental health as opposed to dental health. The Hagamaru style characters appear when people clench their teeth together to persevere and support their dreams. They have a Twitter account. I'm fascinated. I should have voted for them. Wow, it is just a tooth. You can buy merch of the tooth. Would you buy this? I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't read this. But would you buy this? Oh, it looks like a little chart to tell you what the different kinds of teeth problems are. That's fun. If a little weird. I don't know why anyone who's not a dentist would have it. But that's cute. That's nice. It looks like my YouTube chat isn't showing up. Wait 1 second. Oh, whoa. Am I not seeing it? No, there. Okay, just making sure. Boop. I had to double check just in case. No, we're all the way back at the top. Ah, you wanted 57? Oh my gosh, sorry. We were so close to seeing your number 57. Is that all you wanted? Was the Strawberry King Oscar? The Strawberry King is king of the beautiful and peaceful Strawberry Kingdom. Full of kindness towards everyone, he spends his days bringing messages of peace and friendship to all. His treasured magical strawberry staff allows him to fly through the sky. Is that what you wanted? You can play tic-tac-toe on his forehead? I guess. I don't think you can, though. I think it would be a little hard. You know, the algorithm demands the 67th character. Oh, do I need to say 6-7? Will that make the YouTube chat algorithm, like, place me higher? If I say 6-7, skibbity toilet. What are other things that people are saying right now? I mean, also, I don't know if this works on live streams. I'm curious to know, since I have some YouTube chatters. If I say like and subscribe, if I say the word subscribe, does it make the little subscribe button light up? Because I know on YouTube videos, if it hears you say subscribe, it actually lights it up. Which, you know, is a little freaky that it's analyzing my voice and reading, like, the text, and then if it sees subscribe, then it does the thing where it tells you to subscribe, but that feels a little strange. Anyway, sorry, I was thinking about that. Don't know if it happens on streams. For YouTube mobile, it does. Oh, wow. The more you know. Like it, light and subscribe. Hi, Maki. Good morning. We don't know the event, like the final voting results. We won't know until the end of June. But thank you for voting exactly one time. You know that'll push us over to top 10 for sure. When people dono, it will shine the dono button. Like the donate button? There's not a donate button on YouTube, is there? I mean, I guess if you're doing like a charity. I don't know. Wouldn't know. Alright, let's see what number 67 is. But Kashi 1 Komo is so cute. Look at all these ones I wanted to see. I didn't see. An oak leaf wrapped rice cake, which is a kashiwa mochi, left over from Children's Day, dreamt of being bought and taken home, and from that moment on it transformed into a dog. Aww. See, a lot of the Sanrio characters' lore is so sad. I don't get it. It's like, this character, or this little piece of food, desperately wanted to be held in its dying moments. So when it reincarnated, it became a leaf. And now the leaf is just floating from person to person, trying to get loved as it slams into your forehead, hoping that you'll hold it in your hands for one moment. Hi, Jotun. Welcome to character drama. Alright, number 6-7. Here's lucky number 6-7 in the Hello Kitty polls. A bright and energetic panda boy who loves apples. His trademark is his apple hat. His most comfortable place is his favorite apple chair. He is always playing happily with his pet caterpillar. But not an apple caterpillar. Also, I thought I saw someone say this, but I didn't get to respond to it. Let me go back up to it. Where was it? All of Hello Kitty's friends are animals. She is somehow a human girl, and she also owns a pet cat. Oh, is that Charmy Cat? That makes a lot more sense that they look so similar then. I see. Can't stay but must lurk. Okay, thank you for being here. Have a good day. Thank you. I'm excited for Wednesday. If you don't know, Jotun Red Wolf is my DM when I play my D&D game live on stream every other Wednesday. It's not happening this Wednesday. Because this Wednesday... How do I do typing? This Wednesday, he and one of our other characters are going to be playing Baldur's Gate, where there's two brothers, and they sound like this a little bit. They get that twang in them. I highly recommend following and subscribing and watching his videos, because he's a pretty good DM and real good at being a country boy. You're not Balding Gates? We'll follow him so you guys can watch when he Bald's Gates next. Oh my gosh, it's so good. OMG, that kind of brother. Well, not like a Sweet Home Alabama kind of brother, but like this kind of twang. This is what they're like. It's real good. I highly recommend. I love watching it. I think it's real hard to get into Baldur's Gate sometimes because it's a big old game. But playing like that, I think, helps a lot. That's my opinion, though. Heck yeah, brother. There's a granny. Hello, granny. Whoa. No, granny! I gotta go find granny. Umeyaz... Oh, that's a name. The theme has a major impact on gameplay. Yeah. 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 So you guys should watch. Ome-san runs a general store and lives with a stray cat, Tora. Her store is always full of children and friends who come for tea. She's a sweet old lady who has mad skills when it comes to playing traditional Japanese games like marbles or juggling. An old lady that juggles. Whoa. I've been getting a lot of content on Instagram recently for some reason of like old ladies, like doing like cute old ladies. In particular, there's one where it's like this lady just documenting her life with her family and her grandma in Japan. It's very cute. There's a lot of like content that I get on my algorithm for some reason. I don't understand it, but I get a lot of I went to this abandoned restaurant in insert country here where it's run by a 90-year-old woman and she's she's all alone and her family abandoned her because they're all in the big city now, so she runs her own restaurant all by herself and she lifts 40 pounds because she has to do everything by herself, but the food's really good, and then the people are kind of not perfectly nice to her and I'm like, oh, that's awkward. I get that kind of content. Moy, holy cow, thank you for the 40 stream streak. That is a crazy number. I feel bad every time people send in... Okay, wait, I should word it like this. If you have ever sent in a stream streak thing and I did not respond to it, it's not because I hate you. It's because the plugin I use so I can read YouTube and Twitch chat does not catch when the stream streaks are sent for some reason. So I don't get to read those, but just know that every time they happened, I would have greatly appreciated it. Thank you. I happened to see it because I was on the Twitch chat algorithm thing instead of the combined chat, so thank you. Not to make a big deal out of your post in particular, thank you. Thank you for clipping me screaming about my granny. I hope my granny is doing well. Oh my gosh! Is this what I think it is? Oh, it's an octopus. Well, maybe it's... I forget what there are. There's like this... very popular, or there was a clip that got really popular from when a marine biology group was doing deep sea like exploration and they had a live stream. It was really cool, and they found this like yellow squid octopus thing. It was so cute. It was so shy. I think it's called like an elephant octopus or something. It was like yellow and it would like have these little flaps. They look like ear flaps, but they're not ear flaps. But it did like a little flap thing. It looked like it was shy, and it was like curling up from the light. And you could hear the marine biologist like squealing about how like cute it is. There are so many benefits to being a marine biologist. And here I am. Streaming as a VTuber. Wow. Crazy how many directions our life can go. Had to look it up because I also watched shorts from an older lady who did daily shamisen practice, but the algorithm stopped recommending them. That's the other thing. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I need to... Whew. I've been very good about not watching TikToks. I've been very good about not watching YouTube shorts. I make up for this by watching Instagram reels, which I was once very scared of, but for some reason, my Instagram reels are very normie to the extent that like they're not awful. And they don't have a bunch of AI slop as far as I can tell. And it just like is a lot of travel content, which, you know, if you don't know, I like traveling. So it's been very nice to see people traveling. Although some of those people travel to some really crazy places. Apparently Kakistan? Is that how you say it? Kakistan? Kazakhstan? I don't know. There's a country that's recently gotten very popular. I could not tell you why, but I keep seeing it on my feed of people just like taking the train to go hang out with some nomads and just be in the mountains of like Eastern Asia or like Northeastern Asia. It's very strange. I don't really see the appeal, but it's gotten really popular on my feed for some reason. And then I saw other people on Twitter talking about it. Anyway, I get better results on Instagram Reels. But it also does have the horrible feeling also of I'll see some really cool art and I forget to follow because I think I'm following them, but I'm not following them. And then I never see the updates to their comics because I get a lot of comic art pages too. And, wow, some of it's, whoo, you know what I mean? I got an update for one of my comics recently. I was like, wow, some people are really good artists. I'm very normal about the characters they draw. I'm very normal about characters in general. Only saying VTuber stream? Oh, sorry, I'm talking about very normal art. Hi, welcome in. Who's your favorite Sanrio character? Keep up the good work, thank you. Like witnessing the rise of our old eldritch squid god? What are you talking about, Maki? YouTube getting trashed by TikTok? Yes! Oh my gosh, YouTube Shorts just feels like TikTok to me. I don't know what it is. I don't like it though. And that's why I don't go there. I only post there. So if you see me on TikTok, remember to like and subscribe. Or follow. I don't know what the phrase is for that. On the Twitch side, there's about to be a 3-minute ad break. If you don't want to deal with that, you can head over to the YouTube side, or you can subscribe. Or don't worry, I'd like to make sure that nothing major happens while we're doing an ad break, because I think it sucks. I hate that. I don't like dealing with ads, but unfortunately I have to do ads if I want to give you guys emotes and cool stuff. But also I think everyone on Twitch now has ads. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really keep up with the algorithm changes. I too have special people I follow who only draw one type of character. Oh, one type of character. I think I'm pretty varied with my character types. This is not the stream for it. I think I've talked before about how I made a character chart where I took all my favorites, where it's like I took all the characters that I really like and then I listed out all the traits that they have in common and I put them in their different categories. There were certainly some very specific ones. My favorite of the category is sad bisexual wizard man who has a cat. Which, you know, if I had a nickel for every time I found a sad bisexual wizard man that I liked, I would have 3 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened more than twice. It used to just be 2, and then Baldur's Gate came out. Although, I don't know if Gale's my favorite in Baldur's Gate 3, in terms of like romance option. I don't really know if I have a favorite. I kind of played through the game, and usually I love doing romance. I love romance in video games. I think it's a lot of fun. I think if they do it right in a video game, it adds a lot to the characters. I don't know if it happens in Baldur's Gate, personally. I think Dragon Age Inquisition did it best of the games I've played. But, you know, we can't have everything. I get it. Join us, not a cult. We're not a cult during Cult of the Lamb, either. We're very normal. We're the Band of Liars. It's very different. It's not a cult. We're a group of people who love to hang out together and get naked. Because everyone voted that instead of having a fist fight, instead we're going to get naked every once in a while and tell each other how much we love each other. I'm very proud of us for not picking the violence option, although I think people will get a certain idea of us when they see us all traipsing around naked in the cult. So if we could keep that to a minimum, I would appreciate it. There is part of me too that thought it'd be really funny if you guys just decided to beat each other up. There's an alternate universe where instead of being a peaceful, fun-loving cult, it's a very brutal, awful, evil cult where everyone is like beating each other up, and I constantly sacrifice followers for the greater good of our god. I mean, I never said in the cult. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never call us a cult. I mean, maybe I only call it a cult because people keep calling it a cult, but it's not actually a cult. We're not really a cult. It's more about, you know, I mean, maybe you could say it's a cult of personality because I lead you guys, but I don't know. I've always been I've always been very truthful that I think it's really awesome if you guys hang out with each other rather than me. I would like it if you guys hung out and made each other happy and did some cool stuff together. I think that's really cool. That's one of my ultimate goals, to be honest. I want to give you guys a cool place to hang out and then meet other people who you think are cool. And then you guys hang out with each other instead of me. And then you guys forget that I'm the reason that you guys got together and started hanging out. That's what I've always wanted in life, is to be the third wheel, you know? I think it's a pretty normal goal to achieve. I think. I don't know. But yeah, you guys should join the cult whenever we play Cult of the Lamb again. When is the next time that is? I don't know yet. I was supposed to work on the schedule today. I did not. But you know what's happening tomorrow is Resident Evil 3. Which, you know, I've been told that that's going to be the, like, last Resident Evil 3 stream. Hopefully. Well, as long as it doesn't end up like the last Resident Evil stream where it was like 5 or 6 hours. That sucked. That hurt a lot. If you watched the VOD for that, bless you, my dear child. That took a lot out of me. I think you could hear by the end how exhausted I was. I think when we get to 5, though, because after... Okay, so... To repeat the ideas, we're going to go from playing 3, we're going to go back to 1. We're going to play through Chris's route, which Maki has told me it's only going to take like 3 streams. We're hoping. God willing. After we get through Chris's route, where hopefully I do everything right, we're going to play 5. And Maki will be joining me for 5 because it is a multiplayer game. Hi, welcome in. Welcome back from ads. I hope you had a fun ad and not awful AI slop. Maki will be joining us. I think we're going to push stream back an hour so he does not have to wake up at the worst hour possible when we hit 5. And we'll power through that hopefully as fast as we can. We'll see. I don't know yet. But we'll see. Maki, bring in the mods. What do you mean? Are there problems? What do you mean mods? Oh, you mean mods as in... I thought you meant mods as in Twitch mods. And I was like, is there something bad happening that I can't see? Maki will make it quick. I kind of doubt that, actually. I feel like Maki is going to make it worse. I don't want to mod my first time playing 5. Maybe like in the future if we're bored we'll go back to it, we'll do mods. But I've definitely seen some mods for 5. It's kind of crazy. I guess it just means it's really easy to mod the game, which is a good thing I always think. There's some games I've had to mod. I hated the experience. Every time I tried to mod Dragon Age, it was brutal. And then my software for it broke, so I can no longer do it. I don't want to do that anymore. I gave up. I can't play Dragon Age anymore because I lost my mods. But it's a really good game and people should play it. In my honest opinion, to be honest. What's 5? Resident Evil 5. But that's me. I think it's very funny that we went from talking about Sanrio, which is a very cute, light, and fluffy thing, to the... What is it? The gray-tinged game of Resident Evil 5, which is ugly. I've seen, like, screenshots of it. It does not look good. I'm not excited for that. I'm just hoping my PC doesn't hate me when I play it. I think it'll be fine, considering it's an older game and has not been remade. I don't know if they plan on remaking it. Surely they are, right? I feel like, well... There are traits about 5 that I'm aware of that might make them not want to remake it. Or if they do, it probably will lead to some very heavy changes to some things. But I guess we'll see when we get there. I don't know any of the story spoilers for it. Like, I don't know what happens in the story. I just know about certain elements. Let's say it like that. But we'll see. I've talked to Maki about this. Oh, it has some community fixes for certain bugs. Oh, okay, I could do that. I'm okay to do that. One game that was pretty easy to actually mod was Vampire the Masquerade, which has some crazy game-breaking bugs if you don't use the patch for it. It's so annoying. I don't know why it took so much effort for them to do that. I don't know why they didn't fix it, like, in post, maybe? Or, like, if you have the Steam release, they would fix it there, because I got it off Steam. But now you have to actually get, like, the mod. But it's a really great game when it's modded! My favorite song is actually only in the modded version, which I think is very funny. I like the modded version a lot. I don't know if I've ever shared my favorite song from it. Like in the music channel. I'll put it there. I was listening to it a lot recently because I'm working on a playlist for my D&D character. I don't know if I'll put it on her playlist yet because it kind of tonally doesn't match, but it's really good. Have her go through that, so I shall keep quiet. I'm scared now that you guys are talking about that. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine though. Oh my gosh, hi Ezio. Oh, are you Chromie girl? Or Chromie guy, I should say. I was thinking Chromie the girl. How are you, Ezio? I hope your character did well, but not as well as my girl. You understand. We have to fight for our loves respectfully. But Chromie always does well. Who is my girl? My girl is the very lovely and beloved and divine and so good and so lovely Hanamaruobake. Don't mind my head cutting off. Here she is. She's right here. This is my little baby, my darling. Her whole purpose in life is to help you work hard to achieve your dreams. That is all she wants. And whenever you're not looking and you've worked really hard, she will go and make a little Hanamaru, which is like a gold star in Japan. She'll put it somewhere. It's so cute. I love her so much. She's my little baby. She's so good. I want her to have all the good things in life. Hi, Glitchy. I don't think I actually showed you guys her profile. I kept saying that you should vote for her, but I never actually, like... I'll quote the profile for you guys. Hem. I can't find my page. There it is. Mysterious ghost who gives you a Hanamaru, like a gold star, for your hard work today. The ghosts lurk in the vicinity of everyone, and each person seems to have a different ghost. They will appear without your knowledge and gently praise your daily efforts. Is she not the cutest? Everyone has their own. Everyone gets their own little version, and there's actually different versions of them too. Look. I don't know if it's actually posted on the officials. Look, there's different versions. So there's this Hanamaru, who's the main, like, quote-unquote main Hanamaru. There's, I think I actually put it on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Where are you, my baby? Where are you? Okay, I didn't post it. But she has a very important schedule, too. Oh, wait, I think this is the one that does it. Shout out to Daily Sweet. I'm not following them. Follow out Daily Sweet Maru, who's really good at translating the posts. I'm so happy whenever they're here. There it is. We have Maru Maru, which is like the popular one, or like the most well-known version. We have Coco Maru, who's a little shy, and really calm and chill and awesome. And we have Marun, who's really cute. She's got a little bow on her head. She's so sweet. I love her. I love them all. They're so baby. I love them. They also have a TikTok. So cute, right? So you voted in the... Oh, I guess it's a little too late if you didn't know about her beforehand. Look, they have a TikTok. I followed them on TikTok. Wait, I'm not following. I'm following them now on TikTok. I don't really care for the mascot, like, costumes personally. But I'm just glad that Hanamaru has something. A lot of the other ones don't have anything. If you look at some of their profiles on the character profiles, like if I go to My. Okay, well Mai's a bad example. If you go to We Are Dinosaurs. Okay, We Are Dinosaurs a bad example. Wait, do they have a TikTok? Or yeah, this one doesn't have a Twitter, so at least we have a Twitter. The other ones aren't so lucky. That's why it's good to vote for your little favorites. If you have a small one that you really love and support, you gotta be loud about it. Because that's the only way that they'll get any media. Like, look at the... Ah! Oh, thank goodness you could not hear that. That was so loud. Let me mute it on my end. Is this bag not so cute? Look at her! I need it! I'm not gonna put it on my throne, no, but I need it! Actually... I did think about maybe putting some of Hanamaru's stuff on my throne, which I've not made public, but I will soon, hopefully. I looked for Hanamaru stuff. There was not a lot of Hanamaru stuff I could put on her, or on my throne. I was very normal about this in response. I love her. I love my baby. you're also pretty cool too. I guess we are dinosaurs. Oh, it's a group of them. It's not just the one. Oh, they have names. There's Tyrannosaurus Tyran. I assume this is that one. There's Tops, there's Stega, there's Petra, Blackie, Plessy, and many other unique and fun friends. What's on your store? Well, maybe I should hide this first in case it... Okay, I think it's fine. Nihongo wakarimasen. I don't read this, but here's the dinosaurs. They're very cute, very, very kitty. Not kitty, but kiddie. Unlike Hello Kitty. Wait, 1 second. I know there's a lot of people who also like... I actually kind of thought it was interesting when you look at the Sanrio interim results. Let me go to it. Because the thing that they actually do is they show you who's popular in what region. Yeah, my voice is giving out for some reason today. So if I go by country... If there's any particular country you want to see, here are the options. But if you go like China, Pompompurin's up there. I think it's very standard. I think they actually probably vote a lot. Hong Kong, their number one is Ahirun. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's like one person doing a very specific campaign in Hong Kong. Or maybe not a lot of people in Hong Kong are voting, but I doubt that. But Ahirun is very high up in Hong Kong. You'll see some really random ones in some of the categories. I think the old lady is actually really high in one of them. Hangyeodon is very popular in Korea. Let's see. Show by Rock only shows up in Korea as far as I remember too. Who is Muclid Dreamy? Who? This is the US based results. I feel like if I was US based, I would at least know who this is. Who are you? I've seen Usanaha. Mew is a cute little lavender-colored kitten doll. One mysterious night, by the light of the beautiful moon, the star on her ear began to shine brilliantly, and suddenly Mew could talk. I hate to say it, I feel like this one was botted. I've never heard of her in my life. This does not seem like she's actually that high up. I think someone bought votes. Maybe, I mean, have any of you ever seen her before? I know I'm talking to probably a majority male audience, but have you ever seen her before? I've never seen her. I've seen Usahana. I know how popular she is. I'm not familiar with this one. Jewel Pet Beat Cats. I think there's some shenanigans happening in the US. I think some of this is a lie. I don't think this is real. I think maybe there's some botting happening. Maybe that's bad of me to say. Like, there's nothing wrong with these characters. It's just I do not know who they are. And if I'm in the US, I expect the results to be much more like Japan. I don't know if Japan's on here. Surely it is. You've seen this whole list before, a different year? You've seen them before? Like, where's the United States? You've seen these too. I've not seen them. And my sister actually likes this stuff. Shout out Kato Carol. At least he's making the charts in 14th. Hanamaru never shows up on these. Which is kind of interesting. I think it's funny that even though Hanamaru was like top 12, I think, in the initial results and interim, well, not interim, but like in the initial results, they were high. They were 9th place, but they never showed up in any specific country's top 10. Is there maybe a country out there that just like only votes Hanamaru and that's why it's not listed? Shout out my global Hanamaru lovers. Japan may not want you to know the truth about her, but I do. Kudetama's actually showing up in United Kingdom. The British people love their sad eggs. That feels right. Italy loves Pompompurin. See, that's the other thing. It's like it's always Pompompurin or it's Cinnamaroll. The only ones that are really different. Which ones are the only ones that don't have the dogs? Okay, so Hong Kong. So Hong Kong Okay, Thailand. Thailand likes Yoshi Kitty. I've never heard of Yoshi Kitty. Why are you popular? Hello Kitty is a big fan of X Japan's Yoshiki and transformed into him. She can play all of Yoshiki's piano and drum parts perfectly. Okay, so this is just Hello Kitty. I'll take it. So Thailand and Hong Kong are the only ones that do anything different. This is why I have a like problem with voting for the dogs. And like I voted for the dogs, but like I think it's a little boring to vote for the popular choice. It's like in sports. I think it's really boring if you vote for the popular team that always wins. That's boring. You already know what's gonna happen. Don't you want any drama in your life? Don't you want anything fun and interesting? I get for like children who like that stuff, but like if you're a grown adult, don't you want to vote for the cool stuff? The stuff that's a little different, maybe has a little like sauce to it. It's not the same old, you know what I mean? But what about T1? Is that like an esports thing? I don't know. Okay, my knowledge of sports kind of starts and ends with like football that I watched as a younger person in university in the academy. So I don't know a lot. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about football. I know about my martial art, my combat training. I know about, what are other sports? I know about sailing a little bit. You know, maybe I should know more about sports. Surely, okay, you guys probably should know more about sports than me, though. Surely, are there any sports enjoyers? Can you give me a sport that I definitely would have knowledge of? Like, I don't know any sports. I know a little bit about football, wish I didn't. That's kind of an interesting perspective. I feel like I don't really care about my football knowledge. Really doesn't interest me, sadly, despite how popular it is. I think there's nothing wrong with knowing about it, but I guess if you want to see it as like it's taking up storage in your head for things you might like, I could see that. I liked watching football in person. I don't really like watching it like on a screen. There's just something really boring about watching sports on a TV screen that I really hate. I like going to sporting events, I think. I just don't like watching sporting events. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand the difference? It feels different. I also feel like we're getting off topic from Sanrio, so let's go back here. Hi, we're back. Welcome to my road. Do you like my road? I maybe shouldn't have Hanamaru on the road, but she's just so cute. I gotta take her for a walk. Used to be big in motorsports. Ooh. I almost said that I don't know how much I feel like motorsports is a sport, but if I think that esports is a sport, then I have to think that motorsports is a sport. And if golf is a sport, then I have to think that esports and motorsports are a sport. I feel like you get more sweaty in esports and more motorsports than you do in golf. Outside of like weather conditions. Is that a crazy opinion? Because in at least motorsports and esports, you're moving around a lot for like a burst of time. In golf, you just... Golf is toxic. I really don't like golf. I have bad experiences with golf. My family likes golf. I don't. It hurt me. It actually physically hurt me. I think I've told this story before. I was out with family at a golf course. And we were on a particular course where two of the holes, they face each other. So like they're like two straightaways, I think. I don't remember exactly. It was something weird. I don't know a lot about golf. It might even be completely different. I don't remember. We were standing there and I was watching someone like get ready to tee up. And one of the other people told me like, hey, you should come stand over here. Why? I get no response. I don't move because why would I? I have a good view of the person teeing up. Suddenly, I feel a sharp pain in my side as a golf ball hits me between like where my rib cage is and where my hip bones are. It slams right into the side. It hurts a lot. I don't know if you've ever had a golf ball hit you before. This is from a driver, by the way, which is like the one that makes it shoot the farthest. It's really far. I actually had to like fight through tears. I don't think I like fell over, but I was still standing. But I did not want to be. And I'm very lucky it didn't hit me in the head. Because if it hit me in the head, I might have just died. Just straight up. Or I like had severe traumatic brain damage. The worst part is I then had to act cheery the rest of the time because someone else was sad. So I was like, it's fine. It's fine. And then it looked like I had Lyme disease for like the next couple weeks because of how like the bruise formed on my side, which I did think was very funny. Like looking back on it, it's very funny, but also very scary because there is a world where like a couple feet difference, or like a couple inches, I would probably not be here, to be honest. Maybe I'm like over exaggerating how dangerous it is, but please be careful doing sports, regardless of the sport. Esports, you could hurt your hands. Make sure to do hand stretches. If you're on your computer a lot, do hand stretches. If you do motorsports, please wear the appropriate protective equipment and drive safe. I know you want to win, but if you want to drive dangerous, you just go on Forza Horizon 6 and you win. Or you also get attacked by that one guy in Forza Horizon 6 who apparently is just going into games always first place and just harassing people. And low-key, I think that's really funny. I like that there's a ghost threat in this game where you just drive a car around. Am I okay, though? No, I'm horribly injured. Years later. I can't believe I still have my Lyme disease bruise to this day. I don't have it. It was a long time ago. But it's fine. I'm okay. It was just frustrating. And that's why I don't like golf. Never tell me to play golf. I'll play mini golf. I don't want to play golf. I just don't like doing it. It hurt. It hurt my bones. Why am I getting pinged? Oh, I see. Interesting. You play Forza? No. And if I did, I would stream it. Do you realize how hot ticket it is right now? If I wanted to get people to watch me, I would be playing Forza. But I'm not going to do that. I don't really like cars. I hate to tell you this. But I want to live in a walkable society. I want to live in a world where I could take the train to work. Or bike. Or even, I don't know, take a boat. I think taking a boat to work would be really sick. That'd be really cool. Especially if I could take the boat with other people. I don't like cars. I don't like motorcycles. Motorcycles are cool aesthetically, but they're kind of scary. And the people who drive them tend to be really bad at it. And not in the way that like they're not good at driving, but in the way that they drive very scarily. And it stresses me out. Especially in the Philippines. The Philippines is very scary. I learned true fear going through Manila. Don't drive in Manila. I'm sorry if you're from Manila and you think you're a good driver. I think actually, probably if you drive in Manila, you're probably a better driver than people in America in some cases. But that's because you live in car hell. That was the worst I've ever seen for driving. Pinoy baiting? Well, no, I'm just stating the truth from my traveling. I'm just stating a fact. I'm sorry if you think that's baiting you. It just happened to naturally come up. Why don't you want to golf with your friends? I was thinking about getting Super Battle Golf. I have some like IRL friends who bought the game, and it sounds like they had a really good time. I don't know, though. I think it'd be fun. I like beating up my friends. Consensually. But I don't know, I just don't really want to golf. I also watched other people play it, and it looks like it's only about like 5 maps or something. Maybe if it gets an update, I'd be more interested. But I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Sorry. If you pay me... No, don't. Just pause. Pause. I'm holding my hands up. Don't pay me. Because I have no one to play it with. Don't pay me. I don't want the game. I don't want it. There are other games I want to play that I have in my backlog. I don't need a bigger backlog. There's a lot of games I have. I also been thinking about doing repo, but like with a Discord server. I think that would be fun. I might even stream it, which would be kind of fun. We'll see. I haven't played the game in a while, and I know there's been some updates. I think it'd be really cool to just hang out and do that, and also maybe stream it. I'm gonna make content out of you guys. How do you feel about that? Do you like being content bait? I recall Golf with Your Friends had only a few maps. So with Golf with Your Friends, there's a couple base maps that you get with the game. You can buy DLC, but where you really need to go is the Steam Workshop. The Steam Workshop has a lot of really good maps. I can share some of my favorites with you right now. 1 second. I have some of them saved, I think. Golf with Your Friends. Steam Workshop. Where are the ones I'm subscribed to? I can't find it. I just want to see the ones I'm subscribed to. Is there no way to see what you're subscribed to? Aw, man. There were some really good ones. Some had names I probably couldn't I probably shouldn't say. On twitch.tv or YouTube. You can? I don't think I can. Some of them were interestingly named. I'll put it like that. What is the all-time most popular? I mean, I guess I could say this one. One of my favorite maps was My Hole. My hole was pretty good. I had a lot of fun taking turns with my friends going in my hole. That was pretty good. Wow, there's some really fancy maps on here. I'm actually looking through it. Whoa. Some people are really fancy with their mini golf maps. Ooh, there's one called To the Donut. Maybe we should play golf with your friends. That might be fun. I don't even know how many people actually have the game. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, it's based on the Sonic the Hedgehog map. That's fun. This one has a crotch shot of a skeleton. Whoa. Must have been some really close friends. Yeah, they're pretty close friends. I've known them for a long time. They're the only people I trust really to... I mean, they're the first people I actually went in my hole with. It was a lot of fun. I'm a grown woman, by the way. I love being a grown woman. Now I'm going through the maps. Would sound very different clipped out of context. I don't know what you mean. I'm just talking about my hole. I'm so sad I can't find them because there are some really cursed ones on here. I don't know if they still exist. If I do a night where we play Golf with Friends, I'm gonna hope that it's still there because they're really good. We can all go to my hole together. Hanamaru, close your ears. People who can do programming and like 3D mapping are so cool to me. I think people with skills are so awesome. Can you imagine having a skill in this economy? I can't. I've never had a skill in my life. Talk about PPs and holes. I'm not talking about PP right now. PP has not been brought up recently. PP did get brought up. My PP did get brought up in the stream, actually. But I barely mentioned it. It was barely brought up. It was only because they were asking if Hanamaru and PP are friends. Hi, Tu. Congrats on your show. I hope it went well. I hope you broke a leg, as it were. See, there's PP. We love PP here. I was just talking about my hole. How are you two? I also feel like I need to specify because you weren't here for the prior conversation. When I say my hole, I'm talking about Golf with Your Friends. Do you remember the game maps I would have put us on in Golf with Your Friends? Do you remember those? You also probably know that I'm not saying the full name of my hole because I think that would actually be really problematic. I love video games, by the way. I know I go back and forth on saying I hate video games and I love video games. I like video games. They're pretty cool, I guess. Pretty awesome. I don't know. Yeah, there's the response I was looking for. Thank you, sister. Are you, no, I shan't ask. I dare not talk about your private information like your location in such a regard. But I hope you had a good day. Why are you question marking me? This one's called Don't Touch My Wood. Subscribe. This one has gorillas. Subscribe. There's so many. This is just me going through the whole stream, just like, wow, here's some. Never mind, there's AI. Never mind, we're done. I'm no longer looking. I'm less interested now. Now you're confused? What are you confused about? I'm just talking about my hole and how you shouldn't... I'm looking at the maps for my hole and then don't touch my wood and gulp with your friends. Is there something wrong with that? What you wanted to ask? Oh! That's personal identifying information. That's PII. I dare not ask that in front of an audience of X amount of people. Really, any amount of people on the internet. If there's no one watching, you still shouldn't say anything inappropriate or any PII, because your personal identifying information is very important and you should keep yourself safe. That is how I feel. I'm very particular about this. I know some people are much more unconcerned with it, but I am. Remember to keep yourself safe, kids. You sound like a work training video. Do I have the voice acting chops for it? Do you think I could be a training video? I was watching, speaking of Instagram Reels, I randomly got an Instagram Reel of a lady who works in Korea as a English training video, like VA. It was really cool because she would talk like her normal self and then it's like, what did you do at school today? I read a book. We had a test today. Something like that. I don't think I could match her exact tone, but it was really cool to hear the actual person do it. Voice actors are so cool. I think voice actors are awesome. I think it makes sense that a lot of people who are VTubers also really like voice acting. And there are people I know who like voice acting and are in voice acting roles. Not like big ones, but like... Of course, the people who like weeaboo anime stuff are going to want to do voice acting, you know what I mean? I don't really voice act that much, though. I tried yesterday when I was doing Altair's voice. I can't match Altair's voice. I love his voice. I don't think I can do like... Well, first, it's a male voice. I don't think I can really match a male voice. I don't think I have the... What is it that causes like male throats to sound the way they do? That sounds crazy. I should have worded that differently. But like, it's not like an Adam's apple, but there's something about the way the throat is configured in a male body that causes the voice to deepen. What is it? Is it because like you have longer like vocal cords? Because in instruments, the longer an instrument is, the deeper like bassy it can go. It's not just the testosterone though. It's like an actual like biological thing, isn't it? You voice both male and female? I wish I could. I think there's some people who can like do the flip really well. I think it's easier sometimes to go between. I forget if it's easier for some people to mimic like male voices or female voices. There's definitely a lot of men who can do like e-girl voices. So I feel like it must be easier for them to go into like the higher range. But I can't mimic the lower range. Unfortunately. It is the vocal cords? Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure. I don't know. I don't think I have the chops to be a voice actor. I can play a character, but I can't voice act. I think it's a very different distinction. Usually when I voice act a character, when I'm playing D&D, I just go, here is my generic accent that I have picked for today. It may sound like this, or I could do like a southern twang, although I don't really do southern characters. I think I've only ever done it once. And then I had one character who was an actual guy, and I didn't have a like accent for him, so I just kind of, I kind of dropped it a little, just like this. But like, he should have sounded like Junichi Suwabe in my head, and I cannot pull off Junichi Suwabe, mainly because he's Japanese and I'm English, but also, I just can't pull off a deep voice. But that's fine. People knew that I was playing a very attractive and handsome man. I miss him. Oh, I miss him a lot. I have friends who will still talk to me about my old D&D characters, which I think is very sweet. We still talk about it sometimes. I'm like, ah, man, imagine if this thing happened. It makes me happy. I love D&D. I think practicing a country accent helps do a deeper voice. But I do my southern accent all the time. And then my family gets mad at me for doing my southern accent. My sister hates my southern accent in particular, which I think is real funny. It's really bad. I already know it's bad. I've also been really like doing a lot of Boston accents recently. I don't know what it is. I shouldn't say Boston. I should say more like Northeastern. All of my accents are like general vague regions. There's no specific accent. I can't do it. I can't do a British one either. And I can't do German, which is very funny to me considering I can actually kind of speak German. I just can't do the actual German accent. I don't know how to do it. I think sometimes when I try to do German, it just kind of ends up sounding French is the issue. You get to focus more on your chest. Maybe. I do notice that when I do a Southern accent, I sound better when I enunciate. So I take the time to enunciate more when I do a Southern accent. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I have to think more about it. I only know how to do a Scottish/Irish accent and only one single phrase since it changes the meaning but uses English words. I'm going to say this in a normal accent because I know what it sounds like if you say it in the Scottish/Irish accent. Whale, oil, beef, hooked. I wonder what that could be. You could try it at home. Doesn't necessarily have to be about the accent, just the emphasis of the words, tone and words. Yeah. And I think that's what separates me from being a good VA versus a not good VA. But I leave that to the professionals. I'm happy to just have my silly little voice, where sometimes I go into this kind of accent, and then sometimes I go in this kind of accent, and then sometimes I just end up in some weird middle range ground where I say whatever I want, and I have to hope and pray you guys understand the words that I'm saying out loud. I do my best. I don't know if it always comes out as well as I want it to, but I try my best. If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? I don't know. That's how I felt like I was getting there at the end. That is the closest I can get to a Scottish, I fear. I'm also always scared to do an accent because I fear that someone who actually has the accent will hear me and think it's very inappropriate or rude, and then I get canceled for it. Like, I'm okay with getting canceled one day if it's for something dumb. Like, if every rational person who saw the drama looked at it and went, there's no reason for this to be happening, liar's in the right, that's fine. I'm okay with that happening. If it's for something where, like, someone is actually deeply offended because I am being offensive, I don't want that. I think that would be awful. I don't want to ever hurt anyone's feelings. You know what I mean? As long as the accent matches your race. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is I think there are certain, like, voices you can't do because of how, you know, there's cultural things related to it. Hi, this is a crazy time to raid in. Hi, Pooks. How was Gamble with your friends? I saw you raiding, or you were playing with some people that I know in my personal, well, I shouldn't say personal, in my streamer life. Hi, Rat. Wow, that's so crazy that you just raided in after Pooks just raided in for playing golf or Gamble with your friends. That's so interesting. Hi, Rat. How are you? How was gambling? Did you have fun? It's so good to see you. I hope you all made a lot of money and that you did not get beat up by your employer. Hi! There's number 3. Hello, Raiders! I am your second-rate hero, #1 wandering VTuber, and I love Hanamaruobake, liar! Welcome in! I hope you all had a lot of fun gambling with your friends today. I hope you all had a lot of fun, whether you are the streamers or the people who are watching them. Please remember to get water and stretch and take care of yourself. We are talking about a variety of things, but the main point of today was to talk about Sanrio. We just had the Sanrio Character Vote yesterday. It ended about a couple hours ago. I, of course, was voting for the best girl in the entire world. Her name is Hanamaruobake. Here she is. She's my darling baby. I love her with my whole life. She is a little ghost, and her whole point in life is to help you and support you while you work really hard. I love her so much. She is my love and my life, and I want all the good things for her. And if you voted for other characters, that's fine. As long as it wasn't Cinnamaroll. Anyway, hi, thank you for being here. Make sure to get some water and stretch and take care of yourself. How does Gamble with your friends actually work, out of curiosity? Because all I saw was you guys playing slot machines, and I saw the slot machines, and I think I saw Rat playing blackjack at one point. Was there other characters? Or was there other games you could play? Why not Cinnamaroll? You've activated my trap card, I fear. Welcome. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's talk for a minute, everyone. Hi. Welcome in. This is the Sanrio character page. I would like to introduce you to a character you might have known. You might have heard of this character before. But did you know this character has been lying to you the entire time you've known it and you didn't even know? Hello, welcome in. Hi. Okay. There's this character, right? Very popular. Won the Sanrio Character of the Year several times. Very popular. It's always top 3. It's top 2 right now. It's Cinnamaroll. Now I want you to look at this little thing, this little creature. Where are you? Get on the page. It already knows what it did wrong, so it's trying to hide. Look at this. Look at the creature, right? What is Cinnamaroll? Tell me what Cinnamaroll is. What is Cinnamaroll? What does it look like? Because I know what a lot of people think it is. Pooks already knows what it is. Lily says bunny. Kale says a horse. Yep, it's a horse. Definitely. A lot of people, when they see Cinnamaroll, they say, that's a bunny. Duh. Because it's got the big floppy ears. It's got the soft appearance. It looks like a bunny. This freak of nature is a dog. It's a dog. It's been a dog the whole time. It's a white puppy boy. I don't want a dog in the top 3, to be honest. You know what? Dogs are fine. I'm actually a dog lover. Here's my problem. Top 3, every year, for the past several years, it's been dogs. It's only been dogs. Cinnamaroll, every year. It's Cinnamaroll at the top. Always number 1. Last year, first time it ever got 2nd. Great. I'm happy. It lost to Pompompurin. That's a dog. I'm a little unfortunate because it's just dogs all the way down. But at least it's something else. Pompompurin, I actually voted for. I'm going to be honest. I voted for Pompompurin in the election because I didn't want Cinnamaroll to win. Because at least Pochico and Pompompurin are honest about who they are. Cinnamaroll is a liar. Liar and a cheat, and only wants you to gaslight, or it only wants to manipulate you to believing it's something that it's not. It's not even colored like a cinnamon roll. There's a bunny that actually looks like a cinnamon roll in the rankings, if I remember correctly. It looks exactly like Cinnamaroll, but it's brown, like a cinnamon roll. Where are you? It doesn't even show up because if it was actually there, it would get more points than Cinnamaroll. Okay, I can't find it, but there is a Cinnamaroll looking bunny. It looks exactly like Cinnamaroll, but it's just brown. And that annoys me too, but that's a whole other conversation. So that's my issue with Cinnamaroll. I hate winners, and I hate consistent winners, and I hate liars. So Cinnamaroll is everything I don't like in a person. Meanwhile, I know Lark wanted to, I know Rat, I think it was Rat wanted to see this one. There's Bads. Bads is here also. There's someone's goat. That's fine. You know what? I like everything below here. You know what's crazy is Hello Kitty being in 5th, but that's a whole other thing. There are all these interesting, unique designs that are different and not a dog. Usahana, very popular in the US, very cute. I love it. And you know what? It's actually a bunny. We have a random piece of fish for some reason, which is one of my friend's favorites. So I can't really judge it too much. But that is a fish. And then we have my baby, my ghost baby. Look at her. She's a darling. She wants the best for you. She actually has interesting lore. She actually has a purpose in life. What is the purpose in life for the dog? The dog does not do anything every day. It just sits and just lives. I hate it. I also have personal beef with some people who like Cinnamaroll, but that's besides the point. Wait, do you also like Kirimi-chan? Where's your sweet piano? Is there a piano one? I did not know there was a piano one. Oh, that's cute. See, there's so many cute ones that people could, like, actually root for, and it would be interesting to actually talk about, and you could, like, actually root for. Like, look at them. This one's a little piece of food. It's a little treat that you get on Children's Day, apparently, and it turned into a dog because it didn't get picked. Also, for some reason, randomly, there's a lot of the backstories for some of the Sanrio characters is really depressing for some reason. Like, it'll be like, this leaf just wanted to be held, but it withered and died before anyone could pick it. So now it reincarnates in every leaf, hoping that someone will catch it by it slamming into their face or something. I don't know. It's always something crazy. Look, there's even a little police car. Isn't the police car cute? And you know what's also really cute? The last place pick. This is just a goldfish. I love this goldfish more than I love Cinnamaroll. And I only found out about this guy like a couple weeks ago. But at least it has character and has spirit. Unlike Cinnamaroll, who just sits around on its butt all day looking cute. I don't care about looking cute. I want you to do something useful with your life. And that's why I love Hanamaruobake. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And now I'm normal. Hi. So good to see you. Also, there is a burger for some reason. Someone asked about the burger, and then I forgot to show off the burger. This is the burger from the burger shop Doki Doki Yummy Chums. Would you eat at Doki Doki Yummy Chums? I don't think I would. This burger kind of scares me, but it's there. And it's more interesting than Cinnamaroll. All of these are more interesting than Cinnamaroll. The only one that I might say is less interesting than Cinnamaroll, and I say this with all the love in my heart, because I really love this one, is Pochiko, because Pochiko is just Snoopy, but in Japan. It's Snoopy, but he's really cute, and I love him. But he's got a little bit less going on than Cinnamaroll, I guess. But I still love Pochiko more than Cinnamaroll. So yeah, that was my very normal thoughts and feelings about about these very cute and loving characters. I'm very normal about these cute characters that are designed for children, by the way. This is all for children. A fast food place named after the sound of heartbeats. Well, I think it's a little different culturally, right? Because I think sometimes when people say like Doki Doki, it's like, oh, I got my heart racing. Like, oh, I'm excited. Like Doki Doki Suru is like, I'm excited. This is getting me excited. Like that kind of thing. So when it says like Doki Doki, what was it? Doki Doki Yummy Chums. The chums is actually the part I don't really like as much. But like Doki Doki Yummy is like, oh, it's exciting and yummy and chums. Whatever that means. There's also another one I wanted to look at. I actually don't know a lot about Usahana. I always want to say Usanaha. Living food's always weird. Yeah. My dear friend, May the Ray, and also Rat, apparently. I did not know this until today. Kiribi-chan is a very interesting creature. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had friends who liked this, I would not vote for it. But I did vote for it in the character vote. But her whole thing is, she's a slice of fish. She just wants to be eaten. And then she reincarnates into the next slice of fish and then wants to be eaten all over again. That feels weird. I don't like it. It feels a little scary. She wants to be a yummy meal like Gudetama. Is Gudetama a yummy meal? Gudetama just is a depressed egg, isn't he? Eggs are yummy. Boiled, baked, or raw. Raw eggs? Ugh. There are many ways to make an egg, but eggs are so lazy. Lazy. Gude. Ah! If you look closely, you might just notice that the eggs that you eat entirely lack motivation. Not my eggs. I burn them to death. He's an egg prepared different ways. Actually, I also did not show this. My parents recently went on a trip. I didn't share any like photos from their stuff or anything like that because, you know, it's their trip. But they actually got me a Gudetama plush while they were there. It was like themed around where they went. And they didn't realize that Gudetama was a Sanrio character. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's him. And they were like, who? So I have a little Gudetama from based around the place they went to. It's very cute. He now hangs out with Pee-Pee. Not Hanamaru though. Hanamaru stays on my desk. But I have a little section where all my plushies are. I don't burn... Well, okay. Here's my thing with eggs. I get uncomfortable when the egg is a little runny. I don't like runny eggs. I don't like the idea that I'm eating salmonella. Salmonella is scary, and I don't want to die or get food poisoning. So whenever I cook my eggs, whether that is scrambled or... I was gonna say over easy. I don't make over easy eggs. I make over hard. And I eat that up. It's good. I like it that way. I don't like runny. Runny feels like I'm going to die. The texture's wrong. I don't like it. The fact that people eat raw eggs in particular scares me. And that's partially because in the US you can't really eat raw eggs because the way we prepare our eggs, or rather the way we vaccinate our chickens, you can't eat raw eggs, if I remember correctly. You can eat raw eggs in other parts of the world though. It's like how in Japan, because of the way they vaccinate their cows, you can actually eat raw beef. I don't think I would do that. That's a little scary to me still. I don't really like the idea of eating a lot of raw food in general, but you can. I say that, but I do like sushi, but I only like sushi when it's like a slop sushi, you know what I mean? I like slop sushi. If it's prepared properly, I can't eat it. Well, I could, but it's just not the same, you know? So usually also... Oh, I usually also break the yolk so it doesn't stay liquid when you bite into it. I never eat eggs that are runny, period, basically. If I have like an egg with a yolk, like if I'm doing like a sunny side egg, I flip it over and I just let it cook until the whole thing is like cooked through. I can't eat it otherwise. Hate when yolk isn't cooked. Thank you. I feel like this is an unpopular opinion food-wise. I feel like there's a lot of people who like slightly runny eggs. Like my dad also likes it. I don't know. It just feels wrong. It feels like I'm still gonna get sick. Cause isn't the whole thing like you have to cook the yolk the whole way through in America, or else it will still contain some of that like yucky stuff? It can't just be like you need to cook the outside. Because that's how beef works. Is like you can cook the outside of beef. The beef like exterior is where the nasty bacteria lives. The inside is fine for the most part. But like chicken you have to cook all the way through because the bad stuff is all the way through. I don't know how it is for eggs, but I assume it must be the same if chickens are cooked all the way through. Many different ways. Yeah. To each their own egg, I guess. And no one eats my eggs but me. And I like to keep it that way. No one should take my eggs. In fact, sometimes when I have to like eat with my family, sometimes I like to, I don't know if this is like a strange thing, but when I make scrambled eggs, I like to put like my salt and pepper into the bowl while I'm mixing it rather than after I put it in the pan. Because like I'll crack the eggs, I'll put them in the bowl, and then I will stir it a little bit, then I'll add like my salt and pepper, and then I stir it more, and then I put it in the pan. But what my family does that's different from me apparently is they will stir the yolks by themselves, then put it in the pan, then add the salt and pepper. But I feel like it doesn't fully mix the seasonings though. And I want it fully mixed. It's better that way. Am I crazy? I guess it's also a little bit harder to clean. Well, if you're already cooking like something from... Egg is already a little bit annoying to clean if you're like cleaning it, so I don't see how salt and pepper would be any different. Hi, Mohammed, welcome in. We were talking about eggs right now. How do you like your eggs cooked? All this from Gudetama. What is he even in anyway? Is that like a seaweed wrap? I know in some places that sell like sushi, there's like a soy paper wrap thing that you can put on your sushi. And I don't really like soy paper. Well, do I like soy paper? Like I said, I like my sushi a very specific way. It does not fit my very specific way of liking sushi. But it's there. There's so many options. All of these, like, there's some really cute ones too that I feel like if Sanrio just did a better job of advertising, they would get a lot of money out of them. I still think it's funny Dear Daniel is a thing. Like, look at this creature. Look at Poe. Poe is adorable. I love Poe. Poe would be very easy to sell, I think. I don't know if that's a hot take. It's literally just a cute, fluffy, white bear. It can't be that hard to sell. What's on the X profile? Oh, he's so cute. Oh, okay, I'm following him good. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I love cute little creatures. There's Tuxedo Sam for the one Tuxedo fan out there. I never actually looked into this one. We were looking at this one and then I got distracted. Oh, it's an idol. Oh my gosh, it's just like May Ray, but an octopus. Cute. A self-proclaimed idol of the deep sea, Mentakun, an octopus, has a special ability to dive to any depth, and although he is an octopus, he does not spit ink. He is proud of his UFO-like appearance and secretly believes that one day he'll be able to fly. I don't see the UFO appearance, but good luck, babe. See, like, if they promoted that, I think it'd be a lot higher on the list. They have so many cute little designs, and I feel like they don't really use them. Or maybe they do, just not in the US, and they're all, like, very specific regional-based things. I don't know. I don't know how Sanrio works. I only knew Hello Kitty. And that was kind of where my knowledge started and ended. They're so cute. I should be a marketing expert. I actually have a stream planned. I've been working on the slides for it. I'm going to sell you guys on a pitch for some new merch. Not my merch, mind you. There's no merch for me. But I really think that there is a company that's kind of flopping on its revenue potential regarding a certain character, and I'm going to fix it. I wanted to maybe do it this Friday, but I know me. I know it's going to take a long time for me to get through this. So I'm hoping 2 weeks from now, hopefully. I also have video projects that are maybe going to be done soon, so that might also come out in June. And then there's other stuff that I was signing up for that may or may not be happening in June. So I feel like there's been a drought in terms of like unique content from me, but now I feel like there's like a wave of stuff. So I'm a little scared about it all. So I guess like and subscribe if you want to see that. Sorry, I just felt like I had to do the shill bit. But I want to try and do more creative stuff. I feel like I've been kind of, with the winter coming and gone, I now feel much more awake, both mentally but also artistically. So now I want to do some funny bits with you guys to prove that I do have brain cells and creativity. Liar merch when? No. I have thought about doing a free sticker set kind of thing you could download. I'm not sure though how that would work, because I would need to get someone to do the art, and then I would need to get the merchandise rights to it, and then I would need to figure out a way to set it up in such a way that you could download the sticker set, and then you could like go somewhere where they make stickers, and then you could put the design in, and then you can get stickers. I think that would be cute. But that's the only thing I could think of. Well, I mean, like, if we're really talking, like, merch stuff, I think, like, a dice set would be cool. I think a scarf would be really cool, like, based off my scarf. I'm not wearing it right now because my baby. I don't need it. I'm in a nice, cute little sweater thing right now. But I think the scarf would be really cool. I think my little Chungus frog version could also be kind of funny as, like, a marketable plushie. Could be an emote sticker. There's something complicated about that. Also, really quickly, there is going to be an ad break on Twitch. It's going to be a 3-minute ad break. If you want to skip that, you can come to YouTube or subscribe or, you know. I try to make sure nothing major happens while the ad break happens, but I just wanted to warn you in advance. The thing with getting existing art as merch is that you have to go back to the artist and then ask for permission, because that's merchandise rights, and then it often requires more money. And it can be a little bit more complicated once you already have the art to then go back and say that you want the merchandise rights. So for me, it'd be better if I went to a separate artist and then asked them to do the stickers, because then we would be operating on the knowledge immediately that it would be merchandise. There's a lot of artists, if you go to VGen specifically, I think Skeb as well, but I don't use Skeb, where it very specifically says, like, you cannot make this as merch. There's no, like, use for it in this case. Don't do that. Especially on Skeb, I think Skeb is very specific in saying that no art you purchase on Skeb can be used for commercial or merchandise purposes. So if you are doing anything that would provide monetary benefit using that art, you're not allowed to use it in that way. I think you're fine to use it for thumbnails and stuff, but like if you're trying to like promote an event, I don't think you're allowed to use Skeb art. And I think also for, like, if you're hosting an event or something, like a IRL event, you can't use it for that either. It's kind of crazy how art works. Well, art rights specifically. But any art is better than AI art, so I'm happy with that. That's how I feel, at least. I love artists, by the way. If you even just do a little doodle of me, I think that's crazy. That's crazy, Dial. I think art is really nice. I'm so glad that I'm surrounded by a lot of people who are really good at art. I was never very good at art. I think it takes a lot of work. And even like, I try doing art sometimes, but it just hurts my wrist, which is probably the symptom of a larger problem, but I try not to worry about that too much. But thank you for being here or for doing anything related to me, whether that is just hanging out or drawing me or I was gonna say being mean to me, but I don't like that. Well, okay, I need to specify. I think teasing's fine. I actually kind of prefer teasing over compliments. I think the more you compliment me, the less I like it. Because it feels fake at a certain point. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if... How do I word this? I think teasing in a good way. Like, there's a fine line. Oh, did my YouTube chat explode? Wait, 1 second. It randomly just started, like, yelling at me for some reason. It said I had to reconnect. I think we look fine, though. Anyway. You're fake? Did I say you were fake? This is a general statement. This is not directed at anyone. I think when I have friends, if they were always just like, wow, liar, you're so nice. Yeah, liar, everything you say, I agree with. You're so smart. Yeah, whatever you want. And it's just like, where's the sauce, you know? I like having I like banter. I think it's fun. I think it's more interesting that way too. Like, obviously, if they compliment me every now and again, I hate it and I get mad at them and I beat them up because I can't handle a compliment, but like, I appreciate it. I'm just not good at showing that appreciation. It's just more like, you know, if it happens too much, then we have a problem. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a common thing. Am I crazy? Is that not common? I feel like I don't know a lot of people who just like... I mean, people love compliments. If like a stranger complimented me, that'd be one thing too, right? Like if a person just saw something about me that they liked and they never knew me and they went up and told me that they liked that about me, I would think that's awesome. That'd be the highest compliment I could ever receive, ever. From a stranger. But if a friend did it... I don't know. There's just something about it that makes me uncomfortable. But like not like in a, oh, I hate them way. It's just more like, I liked when we were making jokes about each other. Let's go back to insulting each other, you know what I mean? Maybe that's a cultural thing, I don't know. Because I think there's some cultures where it's more common to use insults as a bonding exercise, is the best way I could put it. But I think there's other places where that's not a thing, and if you try to like be teasing or mean or like sarcastic, it doesn't have the same effect, and so people can actually take it seriously. It's a very fine line, cultural differences. Even like within like different parts of the same country. Humans are so fascinating and unique. I like you guys. I think you're fun. I love when you guys are silly and have your silly little rules and languages. I think it's fun because it's different, but man, sometimes I wish you guys were more like me. Okay, with that being said, my throat is giving out for some reason. I have felt it kind of the whole time, but I'm really starting to feel it now. So I think I have to send you guys away now. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry that I'm ending a little bit shorter than usual, but I appreciate you guys being here regardless. Regarding a schedule, there's no schedule yet. However, Monday, Resident Evil 3. We're gonna finish Resident Evil 3. Like I said, I think it's really funny that I posted this on Twitter. There's like one version of me. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I posted on Twitter. Oh my gosh, follow me on Twitter. Back to the overlay. Don't mind the cropping. Where is it? Boop. There are two wolves inside me. One wolf is Resident Evil 3. The other wolf is Sanrio characters. So if you like, if you're here and you like cutesy stuff, you picked the right stream. But also if you like horror and drama, tomorrow, like 24 hours from now-ish, 22 hours from now, I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 3 and finishing up the story. I've been on a Resident Evil kick, so if you like Resident Evil, I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil lately. Outside of that, I think I want to play some backup games while I also prep for some more creative stuff to happen in June, so I hope you don't mind if we do some backlog week, hopefully. Thank you for being here. I think it's more person basis rather than a specific region. And only as you get to know the person do you know what they prefer, though some regions are a bit more prone. Yeah, it definitely is, like, some people are different. Like, no one is ever just their culture, right? You are more than, like, where you come from and, like, the things that make you who you are, or, like, the things that, like raised you. You're more than that. But I think it can certainly affect how you dialogue with others, I think is the best way to put it. That's my opinion, though. Hi, Minami! It's good to see you. Welcome in. Is there a Resident Evil mod to change the player character to Hello Kitty? Maybe. I think that'd be a little... Wouldn't her head be too big, though? Because it's a third-person shooter, so you're trying to aim around her head. Wouldn't her big old head block the way? Thank you for the hydrate. I needed that. Let me go right back over here. Sorry I don't have a schedule for you guys yet, but I will post it on the Twitter and the Blue Sky and maybe the Tumblr, but definitely on the Discord. So if you want any of that information, boom. Hopefully that works. Socials. There's my socials, which has my Twitter, my Blue Sky, my YouTube, my Twitch, my Discord link. And you can hang out in the Discord where we do watch-alongs. Like, we might be watching some bros touch tips soon. We watched part 1 of them touching tips. They didn't touch tips yet. But we're in the process of watching 2 bros touch tips if you're into that. We also do video games. Like, maybe I'm gonna do Repo or Golf with Your Friends. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm trying to be very active in the Discord and hang out with you guys. So if you want to hang out with me and talk about 2 bros touching tips, or my hole, or what other things did we get brought up today? Or my deep, deep love, my very deep, wholesome say-so love for Hanamaruobake. Hang out with us in the Discord. I'm gonna say goodbye now. I need you guys to say goodbye to Hanamaruobake, okay? Can you say goodbye to Hanamaruobake? Be nice. Say goodbye. She's been hanging out with us all day. You gotta say something nice to her. She was really good today. She did a great job, right? See, thank you. She says thank you. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. Batane. Where are we rating you off to, you silly, silly people? Remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. If you rated in from a stream and you have not followed yet and you liked hanging out, now's the time to do that. YouTube, I don't know if we can rate anyone today. Let's see. Following. Is there anyone we can raid, YouTube? Ba, 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 ba. I know who we want to raid. On Twitch, at least. I don't know if I have anyone yet on the YouTube side. Let's see. I went the wrong way. YouTube rating is so difficult. For what? They need to make this easier if they want to support this more, but they're not going to because they already made their money off of it. Redirect. Breath of the Wild! Party! We're gonna raid into a party on YouTube, so if you rate it on YouTube, stick around for the ending. Bye, YouTube! See you around. Bye-bye. On Twitch, we're gonna raid into Crony! Or I forget how he exactly says it, but we're gonna raid into a cool guy. Go be awesome. Go be kind. It looks like they're just starting their game right now. I don't know what we're seeing yet. It looks like a horror game, though. So we're going from cutesy to horror.